Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of June 2nd through the 8th. I'm going to go ahead and pull an angel number card for you guys. We'll pull a couple of them and see what your angels want you to know for that coming week. Let's see. The first one we have is 359, discipline, practice self-control. That's going to be very, very important for you this week, Leo. Your angels want you to know that part of the key for you being successful is practicing some self-control and having some discipline. Now, another message is 603, financial balance. Check your habits. Very, very likely why you need to practice discipline right now, guys. Discipline, if you're not disciplined and you're messing with your finances, that's a recipe for disaster. So financial balance, check your habits and be disciplined with your money. Money, this might end up being a money reading, guys. I usually don't have themes like that for the weekly reading, but we're going to see what shows up in your cards. Let me go ahead and give them another good shuffle here. If you're new, guys, I would love for you to subscribe, be a part of my community, and also please give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started with what you've been dealing with in your past, Leo. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. We have Two of Pentacles. Very interesting there. And we have the Hierophant. Okay, let's get started. The Four of Swords here, with starting out your reading, is the opposite of rest. It's time for you to get busy, and it's time for you to pay attention to your money according to your angels, and also with what I'm seeing in these cards. It's time to get busy making money, I'm going to say, because I feel like that is going to be the key to your happiness and your peace and your serenity right now, is knowing that you have some financial security. That's just the message we're starting out with here, guys. The Two of Pentacles is telling me that your money is going to need to be balanced. Whenever this card shows up, I always tell people, make sure that you don't have more going out than what's coming in. So it definitely, rings true with what your angel cards are telling you about being disciplined and making sure that your money is right. Now, the Hierophant can absolutely be you getting some guidance from someone that you trust. Could be a financial advisor, maybe a career, maybe somebody who can mentor you in a career, but it's about you talking to someone, I believe, and getting some help with your finances and how to get everything back on track. That could really serve you well this week, Leo. Let's get some clarifiers for these cards. For the Four of Swords reversed, we have the Knight of Cups. This is Pisces energy when I read. And this is about you getting up and possibly finding a new love interest this week, guys. Maybe when you're out and about, when the Four of Swords is reversed, we have a lot of activity going on. And I feel like that might put some eyes on you, where it could possibly draw a love interest to you. But it's also, I think, about falling back in love with your work. And maybe that's going to be key to helping you generate more wealth for yourself. Now, for that Two of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Wands. Of course, this is the card of burdens and stress. And if you don't keep your money balanced, guys, I just can't tell you to stress enough to you how important it is going to be to rein yourself in around your finances this week. To clarify the Hierophant, that's Taurus energy. We have the Six of Swords moving towards a calmer shore. And I think once you get this advice, once you talk to someone that you really trust about your finances or your career, whatever it is that could be getting these things out of whack, you're going to have that epiphany that's going to give you so much peace. And I think just talking to someone about your finances is going to give you a lot of peace as well, because you're going to get a plan in place and you're going to be able to move forward with some structure possibly. Let's see what your themes are for the week. We have hold your vision. So part of being disciplined is holding that vision and remembering when you get tempted to get off track, to maybe go on a different course, remember what your goals are. I feel like you should write some goals down this week, Leo, and just keep them near and dear to you. Maybe put them in the notes on your phone, something you can refer to quickly when you get a temptation. It could just help you keep that discipline on track. And we also have the answers you need are coming. Remember, we were talking about maybe getting some guidance from someone. That's going to give you the answers that you need. Beautiful. I love when it seems like it's all coming together. Doesn't necessarily have to be about finances. Maybe some of you are just being called to reach out to someone you trust or to a professional about any problem or any situation that you're having. Let's see what you're currently dealing with now. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. We've got the Page of Cups in reverse. And we have the Chariot in reverse. So a lot of water energy on the table here and a lot of heartbreak energy as well. Let's start with the Three of Cups in reverse. This is about rebuilding your trust. It could be around a heartbreak, a heartache, love, or it could just be disappointment that is coming from financial woes for some of you. You know, this is a general reading, so you're going to figure out what I'm talking about as we're going through the reading, guys. So just know that I'm talking to a bunch of people here, so it could be something different for each one of you. But this is about you healing and bouncing back, and I feel like you're ready to move forward. Let's get a clarifier for that Three of Swords. Yes, the card of opportunity is coming your way. You're ready to put yourself back out there again, get out into the world and find your joy. And I totally encourage you to do that, Leo. The Page of Cups reversed. This is about your goals and dreams and your creativity. I want you to dig deep and try to find that spark again and listen to your intuition as well, because when this card's reversed, I feel like it's telling you that you're not doing that. And that's your heart source. That's your joy. So when you are ignoring your intuition, you're not following your heart, and it's time for you to do that. Let's get a clarifier. Okay, the King of Swords. I feel like you have been up in your head a lot, and logic can be a great guidance for us. It can help us keep level heads and cool heads. But when we're out of whack, you know, I feel like it's telling you that you have been way too much in your head with this King of Swords and not enough following your heart and finding your joy. What makes your heart sing? I want you to think about that this week and get back to it. Now, the Chariot reverse, whenever this card shows up, I caution people that there could be some vehicle issues coming up. So pay attention if you know that it's time to get the oil changed, the new tires, whatever. Just know you could have some vehicle issues when this card shows up. But this is also taking back control of your life and getting it back on track, because I feel like it's off course right now for some of you. A clarifier. Oh, wow. We are clarifying it. That's telling me right there, you're off course, Leo, and it is time to pull in the reins, get back in the driver's seat, and get the car going in the direction that it needs to go. Get your life going in the direction that it needs to go. Okay, what else do my Leos need to know? We have Fur Gun, becoming a loving mirror. Okay, it's time for you to look at yourself and do some reflecting work and figure out what it is that's going to make you find your happiness and find your joy and your spark, and call that back into your life. And we also have paradisiacal. That's a hard word to say. You belong to paradise. That's interesting. Paradisiacal. Okay, I really feel like this is all just you finding your joy and finding your place in the world that makes you be happy. And this Chariot here, that could absolutely be a move for someone. Like, I feel like some of you might be on the move. Maybe you're relocating to a different city, a different house. But I do feel like this is about you finding your place and finding your paradise. That's an interesting card there. Okay, what's coming at you, Leo? What do you need to know? We have Temperance. We have the Page of Pentacles reverse. And we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, let's start with Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy, and this is about moderation and being in control and finding balance in your life, because something is definitely out of balance. It's definitely what this discipline card could be talking about, and checking your habits. I'm going to tell you guys right now that in this row, I am getting a rock bottom card as well. When this card combination shows up, whenever the Ten of Swords comes up, I always call out what I think could be possibly addiction issues. Addiction is my family disease, so I always feel a connection to this card. When it shows up, I feel like I need to just spread that word that it's time to get a situation under control before it ruins your life. Now, the beautiful thing about the Ten of Swords is, with it being the rock bottom card, is there's nowhere to go but up. So if you have been dealing with something like this and it's been wrecking your world and you're needing to get back on track, like with this Chariot here, that's the good thing about the Ten of Swords. Moderating, finding balance, finding emotional balance, and balance in your world. And you absolutely hear your angels are telling you, hey, we're trying to get your attention. You are out of control with something. Could be alcohol, drugs, shopping, sex, gambling, a bad toxic relationship, you name it. But you're being called to pay attention to something and get back on course. So let's get some clarifiers. For the Temperance card, we have the Three of Swords, and it is right next to the Three of Swords in reverse. So here's our balance, guys. Something is out of whack, something is out of balance with our heart chakra, with our love for ourselves, for our life, and possibly for another person. I don't know if maybe your addiction is with a person, or if you are feeling like there's heartache coming into your life, but definitely need to start the healing journey to get this under control. Okay. This Page of Pentacles is the Student card, and it is reversed, so it's telling you to learn a little bit more about something. In this column, I'm particularly just feeling like you need to start learning more about recognizing your patterns and your habits and figuring out if there's a problem somewhere. It's about digging deep and getting yourself the security and the stability that you need, and being more grounded for yourself so that you can have that new beginning. Let's get a clarifier. We have the Queen of Swords, who is excellent at coming up with a plan. And I feel like your life is called for that right now. You are screaming that we've got to get back on track. We've got to get a plan in place and get our life together and get back where we need to be. We have our Ten of Swords, which, as daunting as that card can be, it's really a good thing, because it's the end of the cycle. The catastrophe has happened. Now we need to rebuild. And our clarifier is the Queen of Wands, Aries energy, and thinking about yourself and being that little fireball for yourself, that dynamo of being the help that you need. You can help yourself, and you can do this. You can do hard things, and you can overcome hard things, and you can get your life back together. You absolutely can do that. Let's take a look at your love cards. We have Death, Scorpio energy on the table here, Leo. The relationship is over, no second chances. Grow and transform. What's dead is dead. And I do think that's very poignant in this reading. It's time to move away from something. It's time to let something go, release a habit, release a person possibly, and move forward. And use the Scorpio energy to transform yourself. We also have Key on a Ring. Many options, unconventional, one night stand, and string along. Are you stringing yourself along? Have you been stringing yourself along with this habit or this addiction, whatever it is? Have you been letting it string you out and stress you out? It's time to explore your options. There's a better way of doing things, and you can absolutely figure that out, Leo. Okay, let's see what your guides and ancestors want you to know. We have 5 of Cups. We have the 7 of Cups, beautiful. And we have the 8 of Pentacles. I love that we're ending out our reading with this card. 5 of Cups, you are to start focusing more on positivity and leave the negativity behind. There is something holding you back in your life, and I think each one of you is going to know what that is when you see the reading. And it's time for you to move forward, let this go, start focusing on positive things and rebuilding. Start the rebuild process. Let's get a clarifier for that 5 of Cups. Another 5, the 5 of Pentacles. The 5s are about changes and difficulties, and it's interesting that we have another 5 clarifying a 5, because you're going to be inviting more of this energy in if you don't get a situation under control. Remember, discipline is going to be key for you this week, Leo, and it's time to rein it all in and get back on course. We have the 7 of Cups, the Dreamer card. Dream big for yourself. When this 10 of Swords energy hit and the catastrophe is happening, that could be coming your way if you don't get yourself under control, know that you can still get back on track. And there are beautiful things. You have options. That's why our, where's the option card at? Oh, many options here. That's what that 7 of Cups is about, is all the options that you really do have available to you that you might have been ignoring when you were putting your attention in the wrong place. So once you get your attention back on track, you're going to open up all kinds of options for yourself. The clarifier, that inner child card, your inner child is rooting for you to get everything back on course and win. This is the past coming back. It can absolutely, some readers will always think it's a person from your past coming back. And, it is a progression from the 6 to the 7. I really just feel like you don't want to repeat the past. You want to get a hold of it and get everything under control so that it doesn't wreck your future. It's going to take some work, some hard work to turn it all around. And it always does. Nothing, they always say nothing worth having comes easy. But the 8 of Pentacles is about you figuring this out and putting in the work, showing up for yourself every day, and being grounded and stable and secure. Let's get a clarifier for it. The Empress. This is a beautiful dream that you are to nurture. Now, when the Empress card shows up, it can be you rebirthing. This is going to be a new chance for you to start over and rebuild from this 10 of Swords, but by doing it in a loving way, loving yourself and taking care of your needs. It's really a beautiful thing, and it's about nurturing the things that you're passionate about, the things that you want to work on, that to draw abundance and happiness into your life. Let's take a look at what your affirmations are for wealth. I forgive and release my financial past with love. Okay, there is the past that you're letting go of. The struggle with things being out of whack, out of balance, financial balance, checking your habits, redoing life, redoing things, and learning from your mistakes. That's absolutely, I feel like you guys need to take a screenshot. Do that right now so you can remember this affirmation, and going forward this week, get back on track. And we'll do one more. I am all I need to manifest wealth. Okay, Leo, you can count on yourself. You are going to figure this out, and you are going to get everything back in place, and wealth and abundance and prosperity are yours. If you want to take a screenshot of that one, I invite you to do that as well. But you can absolutely save it here. Let's pull a few more cards for y'all and see what it is that your guides want you to know. We have fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So maybe there's someone who's going to give you some advice, or maybe you fit this description. Maybe your husband or a partner or somebody in your life does. And they're going to play a significant role for you this week. Maybe they're going to be your motivation to change things up. We also have the moon, changes in your life. I love this because I feel like this is you pumping the brakes and making a change, changing direction where it needs to be. That's going to be something different for each one of you. Pisces energy as well. Is there a Pisces that is playing a significant role for you? Harp, great happiness. Okay, you have happy times coming your way. You need to change your focus. If you want more happiness, you've got to be disciplined and you've got to get back on track. That's going to be your fast track to happiness. Let's pull a couple more for you guys. We have older man. So it could be an older man too that's going to help you get back on track. Maybe they're going to be a financial advisor to you. Maybe they're going to gift you with some sort of blessing that could turn things around for you. Who knows? We'll see. But they're going to play a significant role as well. And we have the month of June. Hey, this is a wake-up call, guys. This is you could quite possibly turn it all around this month. This is a very timely card for this reading because I'm posting this before June 1st. I think it's going to actually be uploaded to my channel on the 29th or 30th. So what do you want your June to look like? Do you want it to be negative or positive? You make the choices. You can be in the driver's seat or you can let life drive you around, but you can make the choice, Leo. What are you going to choose? Okay, guys, that's your reading. I hope it resonates. Please leave me a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not, and I will see you back here with another reading soon. Bye-bye.